Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Christy, and I'm not going to do a voiceover of this recipe. It is super quick, so I'm just going to share it with you. It is not necessarily a particularly healthy recipe. It is one that is basically the way that Joel's mother always made it. And he usually actually does most of this himself, but he's at work, so I have to go ahead with it and get it started. So it is a roast and rice and gravy, and you bring brown gravy mix up to a boil before you add it to a slow cooker. So we're going to do that first. I have looked before just trying to see if I could find a recipe for brown gravy mix and onion soup mix so I wouldn't have to use the packets, but I've never found anything that's super easy to do. So there's that. Maybe someday. I'm not a recipe creator, so I'm not a good person to ask how to create a recipe. So that's why if I can't find it, I struggle with what to do, since I can't find a recipe that would encourage it. We're not recipe creators. The reason why we share recipes is to encourage you that on how you can use your menu plan, your meal plan every week to save money. And part of that is using recipes, and so we share recipes maybe that you've never seen before, and we always link the recipe in the description so you'll know what it is. So for each packet of brown gravy mix, we add 1 cup of water. So that means 4 cups of water because I added 4. And then we're going to whisk it together and we're going to bring it to a boil. This used to be when we lived close to Joel's parents, which we haven't in years and years and years. We've lived in 6 different states, so it's really been a long time since we lived anywhere near them. But when we used to, every Sunday, she would put a roast on before church, and when we would come, then after church, we would all go to her house and she would have roast and rice and gravy and corn that was fresh from the garden, and all that, green beans, good stuff like that, and some brown them rolls. All right, so that's whisked to get well together. We're gonna bring that to a boil. So y'all know what that looked like. I'm gonna take you over to the slow cooker, and we're gonna get the roast ready. Okay, just gonna spray this since I don't use cooking liners. Just give it a good spray to help so that things won't stick. To put in the roast. That. Then we're going to take the onion soup mix. We're going to put that on top. You can make some stuff to go on the side. You know, normally what a lot of people do roast, they have potatoes and carrots in their roast, but this is, like I said, a family recipe, so we've never done it that way. We've always done it this way. We probably will roast some broccoli to put on the side of our dish because I love roasted broccoli. But other than that, it's rice is the side. You put the roast, and it makes a wonderful gravy, and you have the rice, and then, you know, like you could do some rolls or something if you really wanted to make it decadent. And we're gonna make some roasted broccoli for the side as well. All right, so now our brown gravy mix is boiling, so we're gonna pour that over there. Like I said, not the healthiest thing because you're using all these packets of stuff. It's probably got tons of preservatives in it too, and maybe even some flavoring to give it the flavor it's supposed to have. I'm not sure, but it tastes good. It's salty though. If you don't like a lot of sodium in your food, you're gonna taste it. I always do. I don't do a lot of sodium, so when I use something with packets in it, I really taste the sodium. So, but I just eat a little bit, and they eat more than I do of it. So, now that is ready to be put on. It should go for at least 8 to 12 hours. We're going for 8 today because Joel's working a split shift, so it needs to be done before he has to go to work. But you're gonna go low for 8 hours and just leave it alone. Let it do its job. That's the whole thing, and we'll show you it with some rice later. Okay, so I was busy with uploading a video, so Joel finished it up. All he had to do was he took the roast out of the slow cooker and put it here on the plate, and so we just come along and we get some, put some rice on the plate, some gravy, good to go. Okay, so we just got some rice, roast, and gravy there, and you could put some veggies over here. Like I said, roasted broccoli is a good one. Like I said earlier, Joel's mom used to make some corn that was like fresh from the garden, and it was cooked in a skillet. It's really, really good. Green beans would be good, something like that, and then maybe a roll or something like that. And that is a pretty simple recipe, but that is how you do it. Well, that is all for this week's Recipe of the Week video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And also, be sure to always comment on our grocery haul videos where you get to choose the Recipe of the Week. Be also sure to check out one of the videos that's floating on the screen. That is probably a Recipe of the Week video. And until next time, this is Christy with The Long Run with Joel and Christy saying, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace. Bye.